Canadian? Yes. Put your hands together for Quinn Fitzgerald.
How's it going? One more time for Fitz. One more time for the host. He called me before this. He said, "Quinn, are you Irish?" I said, "Finally, somebody asked." I've been waiting my whole life for one. It was fun. Last St. Patrick's Day, I just blacked out, so this is a more, I feel better about this. I've had a weird couple days though. Yesterday, I tried to call my parents for some advice, but they don't do it anymore. Advice is gone. Now they'll just explain how things are worse than I realized. That's what they do now. I told them, this guy broke into my car, first time it's ever happened. What do I do? And my mom was like, holy shit. What if he stole your insurance card? And then saw your address on the card, and then later breaks into your apartment? I was like, Mom, just relax. The insurance card still is your address. I'm gonna be fine, You should do something, though. He's a big guy. He moved the seat back, but I'm rooting for you. I like the car, though. I used it to deliver pizzas for a long time. That's a really dumb job, but it's stressful too. It's you're stressed over a stupid thing. One time, craziest delivery I did, I delivered a pizza to a suicide hotline once, right? The physical building for the hotline. But I couldn't get in the building, so I had to call the hotline. So they let me in. They're like, "Suicide hotline, how could we help you?" I said, "I'm a delivery driver from Domino's." They said, "You did the right thing calling." We get this all the time. And I was like, holy shit, no. I just have your pizza. I'm outside. Can you come pick it up? And they were like, "That's not what this number's for, sir." I was like, okay. Come get this pizza or I'll kill myself. And you better tip. I swear to God, I will fuck up your pizza if you don't tip me. Brain matter will be the new topping on your pizza if I don't get a 20% or higher on this. They saved my life, guys. You got the pizza, he's a good man. They made me take a drug test for that job. I thought you could do drugs at Domino's. I was pretty upset about that. They said no drugs. And I said, what about weed? And they said, no. Do you smoke weed? And I was like, never in my life. I touched it once when I was luring stoners into church with me. And they made me take a drug test. And now, I didn't know this. If you fail the drug test, what happens is you take it again. It's a meaningless test. It's completely worthless. They say, we found drugs in your system, and you go, one more time. One of my coworkers took the drug test 7 times. 7, because she kept testing positive for cocaine. The confidence you even need to ask for the 7th drug test is a confidence you would only get from cocaine. To go to your boss and be like, positive, fuck that. Run it one more time. That's a mistake. Pinky promise. And he's like, cut your nails. It's a professional place. She is confident. I asked her once, I was like, how do you do it? You're so confident all the time. And she was like, it's cocaine. It's not complicated. And then she said, but is that what you like about me? A thing that a drug gives me, that's what you like about me? And I didn't want to hurt her feelings. I said, you have tons of great qualities, all right? You're thin and full of energy. You never sleep. You have weird nostrils, but it's cool, I think. She's like, I forgot some confidence in the bathroom. I'll be right back. I like weed though. I mostly just have weed. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you. Everyone else. St. Paddy's Day, I guess. Yeah. Forgot it's St. Paddy's Day. This is the drinking day. I have too much weed though sometimes, I guess. Yesterday I took this edible, and like an hour later I was talking to this guy, and mid-conversation he just asked me if I was autistic or not. And I was like, fuck, I thought I was doing better in this conversation. And I've learned if someone asks you if you're autistic, they're pretty confident you're autistic. You're not gonna like convince them that you're not autistic. This guy was so confident. He said, are you autistic? I said, no. And then he said, but have you looked into it? I got so mad. I was like, dude, I'm fucking not autistic. He said, you seem overstimulated right now. Attacking me. I'm trying to, work on it, I guess. Try to smoke less weed. I like, when I moved into my place, I don't really smoke, I just smoke weed. I was smoking cigars for a while, though. And when I moved into my place, they said, hey, you can't smoke cigarettes or weed in this apartment. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I like cigars. I thought that was an exception. And so I smoked a cigar in like a 200 square foot apartment, like a full thing. And then my neighbor was pounding on the door, and I opened the door and just like smoke shot into her face. And she was like, are you smoking in here? And I'm like, relax, it's a cigar. I still had it in my hand. It was nice out earlier today for a moment, so I smoked outside. That was my big, like, healthy thing, It was like, go for a walk, smoke. I feel like that balances out. I lost some weight for a bit too. That was another, trying to self-improve or whatever. There's moments when you're thinking about losing weight. And then there's like one time my friend called me jolly. That's like a moment. Because he could have just said drunk, But he was like, no, you're like drunk and fat. That's jolly, Or one time I was at this restaurant, and this waitress, she didn't call me fat, but she was picking the plate up at the end, and she goes, wow, most people don't eat the whole thing. I'm like, you fucking brought me the food. You can't judge me now, She's like feeding me and then like pointing it out, being like, look at this fat fucking. That's like if your drug dealer hosted your intervention. That's like a level of. It's just kind of rude, Oh. I saw a therapist, because I'm a pussy, kind of. Her words, that was. I'm killing in the back corner. I'm doing really good in the back. No, I did see this therapist. I gotta stop seeing her though. I found out she believes in aliens, and I don't know if she's wrong. I don't know if she's wrong, but I would like to know that if I ever broke down and I went to my therapist and I was like, "There's fucking aliens outside," I like to know she would disagree with me instead of going like, "That's what I've been fucking saying." That doesn't help me, One time, just how I found out, I just told her I was really stressed. I was like, I don't know what it is, just stressed all the time. What do you think? And she was like, well, I read this article about these little microscopic aliens that came down to Earth and infected people's brains and fucked up their brain chemistry. Maybe that's why you're so anxious. And I was like, well, that's part of it now. Never thought of that by myself, by the way. Then she gave me the article, like that would calm me down or something. It wasn't a website though, it was like a file, it was like a loose PDF. It was like I think she wrote the article because I can't find it anywhere else. It's not, I don't think it's real. She does, yeah, but I can't say that to her in a session. I can't be like, you need help. Like that doesn't sound good. No, I am trying to better myself though. I've been wearing condoms. That's like a big. That's my move this year. I'm trying to New Year's resolution, guys. 3 years in a row, I'm gonna make it thing. It's tough though, guys. I met one woman who asked me to not wear a condom. Like, requested no condom. And I thought, what a lovely woman. And I told my friend about it, and he's like, dude, that's crazy. What if she's trying to trap you? I was like, at least she believes in me. And that's who I want to raise a family with, you know, someone that has faith in my decisions. Because people are going to ask later, they're going to go, Quinn, God damn it, when did you know that she was the one? I'll say, when she was cutting up condoms in front of me, I thought, she's into me, you know. It's pretty cool. Now, we're dating now. We have similar values. That's not even a joke. That part's really true. I like her. She's cool. This is more like the first time I've done like a more serious relationship. My favorite thing, aside from the no condoms, my favorite thing about a more serious relationship is that now if a woman hits on me, it becomes a tale of my faithfulness later. You know, hear me out. Like, the other day, a woman called me cute after a show. Attractive woman, felt nice, right? I logged it mentally. Went back to my girlfriend later. I was like, babe, you're not gonna believe what this godless whore said to me earlier. And her only question, she said, was she hotter than me? And I was like, no. She came out of the shadows. I said, get back in there, what are you doing? That's a fun game. You could take that home, you know. I'm gonna try to keep this fairly clean. Try to keep it palatable, you know. One time, that girl and I, we were spending time together, doggy style. And this is embarrassing. I'm like a sweaty guy. At one point, like 3 drops of sweat fell from my forehead onto her back between her shoulder blades. And she was like, already? And I was kind of annoyed, because you know how hard it is to only hit the upper back? Like, it's almost impossible. It's just one spot. Just everything else is dry. Just one oasis in the desert. That's what you think is going on there. If I want to land up there, I gotta travel. I gotta travel up. And then I gotta be like into that. I gotta be like, finally, my favorite place. The upper back. I'm just sweaty, you know, it's like simple. I did a lot of online dating for a while. I hate online dating, though. People really don't trust you if they met you online. That's something I learned. Like, one woman lied about her name for a month. I swear, like, told me a different name. Then told me the truth, and I asked why she lied, and she's like, well, we met online. So I thought you were like a serial killer or something. I was like, well, it's weird you thought that. It's weirder you were still dating me. That's a red flag to me. And then at one point she asked if I would have a threesome with her and a guy that she knew. And I was like, no, I do not trust your screening process. I don't want to have a threesome where if he's mad, I have to play dead now. Also, does he know your name? I don't want to do name tags in a threesome. That's not. I feel bad she thought I was a serial killer. That's intense, you know. I should have told her I was taking the bus at the time. That clears my name, I think. Like a serial killer, you need a car. Like, what's plan B? You're gonna bury a body, and then you hear police sirens, you're like, oh shit. I hope the bus is on time. I gotta get out of here. So she moved, and then one time she came back to town, and I was really fat, but she didn't know that yet. And she hit me up, like, let's hang out, and I I was like, absolutely. And she asked for a picture of me. And then she ghosted me. I know. So in her mind, she's like, yeah, I'll sleep with a serial killer, but I'm not gonna fuck some fat guy, you know? That's the line, you know, that's... But what if I told her I was only fat because I was eating people, do you think? You think that would work? Like a fat Dahmer, maybe that's hot, you know? Because then I'm good at something, you know, like a fat cannibal, it's like, look how good that guy is at eating people. All right, I'm gonna do like a couple real dumb jokes and then get out of here. Let's see. I passed by this business the other day called Mattress Ranch. I thought that was a pretty gross name for cum. That's my grossest joke. I know I said I'd keep it clean, but I just want to do that one. All right. About the what?
That sounds like a weird name for cum.
What does?
Miracle Ranch.
Miracle Ranch? Yeah, that's pretty good too. Yeah, Miracle Ranch. Any ranch product could be cum term. All right. I got one real short. I am broke and horny, and the other day I was walking past this strip club. It's real sketchy. There's this guy out front on a stool, and he's like, "Hey, come inside the strip club. It's $30 for a blowjob." I was like, how did this guy know that I need $30? That's my time. You guys have been great. Thank you so much, everyone.
Keep it going for Quinn Fitzgerald, everybody. Very funny.